What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you comments from Mark Basil and I will show you how deeply he is involved in the process of helping MMTLP community. And on top of that, I will show you some issues, potential issues that happened just recently with MMAT shares, and I will show you how these issues might or might not affect the MMTLP saga. On top of that, guys, I will show you what should we focus on in order to see the resolution as soon as possible. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. It is the easiest way how you can support my channel, and it is very important for me to see this support from you, from my viewers. So, let's start with the news itself. First of all, I want to start with Mark Basil tweet that he published just yesterday. He said, MMTLP, after more than a year of these great community members' sufferings and all of the efforts to thwart progress into holding those accountable who caused this complex web to deceit, misdirection, emotional and financial harm to tens of thousands of innocent everyday people who, like many, invested their money according to the rules that exist both to better their lives and the lives of their families, as well as to protect them from bad actors, bad market participants, behind the scenes undisclosed dealings between brokers and coordinated social media misinformation campaigns engineered by other bad actors. This community is due for a sharp right turn. And yes, again, Mark is 100% correct. We, as an ordinary people, will have to do something in order to change this system of robbing retail investors, and I think we are very close to the resolution, and because of the MMTLP saga, we will help the entire stock market, the entire US stock market, to be more transparent for the ordinary investors. So, and let me show you some comments on this tweet. AK Dallas asked Mark Basil, is there something behind the scenes that he doesn't mention? And that might be important for MMTLP as a good news. And Mark answered, nothing will be telegraphed or discussed ahead of time anymore, simply because of certain bad actors throwing monkey wrenches into every effort for the last 9 months. And yes, every time when Mark discloses some sensitive, not sensitive, but interesting and potentially important information for MMTLP community, we can see that from the other side, the wrongdoers also started to attack this news, and they are trying to push our case down in any possible ways. And in order to prevent this activity, he just wanted to keep silence in order to do more than he speaks. On top of that, let me show you that so, he was asked again about the MMTLP situation right now, and Tavern asked this, did you see brokers are doing with MMTLP? Seems to never end. And Mark answered, my firm is watching everything, literally everything. And I have to say that in one of the space calls that happened, I think somewhere at the very beginning of last summer, he mentioned about his system of searching the information about the bad actors and their activity. And he uses very modern tools like AI algorithms and other, let's put it this way, secret methods with the help of which he can see this activity. And definitely he is watching at MMTLP very closely, but he also wrote this. I sympathize regarding MMAT, told the community last summer action needed to be taken. But the internal community kicked the can down the road, no lawsuits, seemed to accomplish what it set out to do. My firm is focused on resolving MMTLP, not MMAT at this point in time. Meta hired Wes, he means Wes Christian. I'm sure he's working on it. And guys, for now we have a lot of buzz around MMAT, because let me show you that first of all, John Burdo reposted this tweet that was made by Whiskier. And Whiskier wrote this, SEC and Gary Gensler better wake up and stop the corruption. If you cannot see the bait and switch dyslexia plan, look harder. Not QSIPs, not a coincidence. And he refers to these two screenshots, and let me show you that on the one screenshot we have a letter, official letter that was written by MMAT on October the 12th, 2021. And here you can see the QSIP number 59134 and 203. And the second picture is right here. You can see it that the new QSIP number for MMAT will be 59134 and 302. So the difference only in last 3 digits. And we have a lot of rumors that something is happening behind the scenes, something wrong is happening. But guys, let me show you this explanation. Patrick D wrote this tweet. A QSIP is a 9-character alphanumeric code. The first 6 characters are known as the base, or QSIP 6, and uniquely identify the issuer. Issuer codes are assigned alphabetically from a series that includes deliberately built-in gaps for future expansion. The 7th and 8th digit identify the exact issue. The 9th digit is a checksum. Some clearing bodies ignore or truncate the last digit. The last 3 characters of the issuer code can be letters in order to provide more room for expansion. And here's this coincidence, so-called coincidence. That is why you can see that first 6 numbers is nothing else but the identifier of the issuer. And the issuer is MMAT. And guys, if you try to Google first 6 numbers 59134N and add QSIP word to the Google search bar, you can see this link on the official SEC website. And here is the letter, here is the official document that was filed with SEC back in June of 2021. And here you can see the QSIP number. It is exactly the same, 59134N, and the difference is only in last 3 digits. That is why, guys, this is not a coincidence. There is nothing else than just rules of the issuing of these QSIP numbers, and you don't need to find the problems where there are no problems at all. On top of that, guys, this trading halt that was implemented to MMAT in Friday, at the very end of Friday's trading session. And a lot of people also think that there is something bad with this trading halt. But guys, it is not the case. Let me show you that Due Diligence wrote this tweet 3 hours ago. MMAT, for those of you wondering about the T1 halt, under a rule change approved on November the 1st, by the SEC, the rule number is 4120A14. Trading halts are now mandatory for reverse splits. Halts initiate at 7:50 p.m. prior to close of post-market on the day before split are effective. And here's the screenshot of this rule. And this means, guys, this is not a problem at all. And please focus on the real problems that might happen and that is happening right now. And the real problems in regards to, for example, MMAT issue is, for example, this one. E-Trade made a reverse stock split ahead of the scheduled time. This reverse stock split should happen at the very beginning of Monday's session, basically at the first minute of the January 29. But according to this data, E-Trade already made this. And this might be the issue of the particular broker. On top of that, another potential problem is this one. Costas wrote this 2 hours ago. Webull now sells sell to close. Don't remember seeing that before? Anyone remember? And here you can see the screenshot of the interface, mobile interface of Webull, where you can see active is only 1 button instead of 2, sell to close. And this might be another potential issue for MMAT, but not the issues that I showed you just recently. Guys, do not try to find problems where there is no problems at all. And please focus on real problems and real upcoming news that will take place basically the upcoming week. Because we have a deadline for the letter that was, for the open letter that was written by Ralph Norman's office on December 22nd, as you can see right here. And the deadline is January 31st. Here you can see this deadline. And guys, I think we potentially might already have the answers from Gary Gensler and Robert W. Cook, but we don't know these answers in details, because it is the deadline, and this letter says literally this: please provide a response to the following questions and requests no later than January 31st. And the only person who knows about these answers is definitely Ralph Norman. And let me remind you that he will attend What's Bugging Me podcast that will take place this Friday. And I think he will explain the current situation and the answers, and potentially the lack of answers from authorities. And that is why we have to keep in mind this date. On top of that, guys, Richard Hoffman also published some interesting updates in regards to his thoughts about MMTLP saga. So, Clark too wrote this interesting interview with Brandon Kochkodin about GameStop, Wes Christian, and lack of evidences of naked short selling in the market. And Richard said to this: thank you for posting this. I will do a video, not legal advice, about Brandon and Forbes no later than Sunday. I think this will cast further doubt on credibility of these comebacks on this naked shorting topic. Could it possibly also constitute or support racketeering and counterfeiting Secret Service and Elon join in, especially where your stock may be more vulnerable to scumbag shorters? You should be uniting with retail traders. I'm a Tesla shareholder too. So, I think it might be another quite interesting update from Richard's perspective, because he is an active attorney and lawyer. He knows a lot about these proceedings, and he can explain a lot about these issues. That is why, guys, keep an eye on Richard Hoffman's Twitter account, because within the next 24 hours he will publish this video. On top of that, he will do an interview with Christian Shaughnessy, and Christian Shaughnessy is the person who follows very closely the worldwide activity against naked shorters, and she added the most recent information to her Twitter account. She said, Canada's financial regulators are cracking down too. TD Bank also cooperating with US Justice Department investigation. Canada's TD Bank faces a significant monetary penalty after an examination by the financial crimes watchdog found faulty anti-money laundering controls, the Globe and Mail reported. Opens new tab on Friday. The Globe reported the monetary penalty is expected to exceed 10 million Canadian dollars, about 7.44 million US dollars, which could be the biggest ever penalty slapped on a Canadian financial institution by the country's anti-money laundering agency. Canada's second biggest lender is also cooperating with the US Department of Justice investigation into its anti-money laundering compliance program. Fines and non-monetary penalties expected in that. And guys, I think we are seeing right now the process of fighting against these illegal shorters. We can see that, let me show you, that some countries are trying to ban these short sellers and this illegal activity. And this is the screenshot which countries already did it. Countries fighting fraud and counterfeiting. There are South Korea, India, China, Thailand, United Kingdom and Malaysia. And I think it is very important to see that we have this increasing activity in regards to this problem, and potentially it will also be very helpful in our case. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.